All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 31. Check 31.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Check. Mike 42. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Motion. I got one. Start Mike 42. Mike 42. 18. Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the out. Mike 42.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, baby. Check 30.
Rodgers now throwing again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch it. 18.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Three down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Hey, orbit. 42's the mic. Tighten up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Got his target, Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Slam. Alert. Watch the whip.
Ballage. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
It's 3rd down and 4.
180. I'm coming after you. Motion. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Red. It's a safety creep. 22 jet bomber.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
180. Wild Bill. Out. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shift.
Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Drop deep, drop deep. Double tight, double tight. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. You go tight. Ran, tough. You got tight right there. Tight.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Grant, and an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Green Bay.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
258, white left. Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Hey, 150. 24. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, black.
They'll run on 1st down. Morris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
18. 47. You got inside. You got block me. You got block me. 47's the mark.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check it backer.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Set up. 180. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Red, top. Get the mic. 5.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Second down at the 11-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert. Mike 50. Don't let him breathe.
Again, it's Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6 man. Check cross. 88. Check 25. He's coming. Double up.
They will run with Grant. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check 43.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They go play action with Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
18. 50, Mike 50. Mike 50. Ran, tough. Here we go.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what they do, shorten the hypotenuse.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his running back, Grant. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And again, it's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come out here in the I. On second down, it's Morris. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nice move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now, Swift. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Play action. Now Trubisky going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first.
At the 47. Trubisky will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Alert, 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 alert!
Now Trubisky on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go back to Grant. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a give right side. Grant. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They run it with Balaj. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's get it.
Put up. 180.
42. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1.
42's the mark. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Now Trubisky to throw. He will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown.
That's the one you got experience. That's the one you got
Dante Pettis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Corey Grant, 82 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
check. Mike 42.
Now Balaj. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Lock in, lock in. 52. Greystone, travel.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's St. Brown on the jet sweep. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
319, inside. 54. They gonna need some
On first down, it's Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll toss it to Morris. Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's it, baby.
258.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Grant, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Morris. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they will take a knee here.
Trubisky on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 4-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for San Francisco, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get